Imagine being a young girl, no older than 13, and waking each morning knowing your body already belongs to the river. Before you open your eyes, your back aches. Before you rise, your hands throbbed, cracked and swollen. You hear the river. In the distance, whispering like a voice that will never release you, you are a washerwoman, and the water owns you. The day begins before the sun. The air is sharp, heavy with mist. Your family stirs behind you on straw mats. Children cough in their sleep. Your mother mutters a prayer half awake. There is no bread left for breakfast, no milk in the jug. You tie your shawl around your shoulders, lift the bundle of dirty linens onto your back, and step out into the dark. The cloth is not yours. It never is. It belongs to merchants who feast in silk, to priests who bless the city in robes of white, to noble women who dance in gowns heavy with gold thread. They wear them for pride. You carry them for survival. The path to the river is long. Mud clings to your shoes. Smoke drifts low from chimneys, mixing with the damp air. Other women walk beside you, their bundles just as heavy, their faces just as hollow. No one wastes words anymore. Words cost breath, and breath is already scarce. When you reach the bank, the river greets you with its familiar cruelty. The stones are slick with moss. The water licks at the edge, black and cold. Even in summer, it steals your warmth. In winter, it cuts straight to the bone. Still, you kneel, because there is no choice. The first plunge always feels like knives. Your arms tremble, your chest seizes. The water eats through your skin until you can no longer tell where you end and it begins. You beat the cloth against the stones, again and again. Each strike splashes your face, soaks your dress, numbs your hands. The fabric grows heavier as it drinks the water, dragging at your arms. The stains never vanish. Blood, sweat, dirt ground deep into the fibers. You scrub until your fingers blister. You scrub until you forget your own skin. Around you, the river is a chorus of suffering. Dozens of women pound cloth against stone, the thuds echoing like war drums. Some hum broken lullabies, some cry softly, some stay silent, their eyes glazed with exhaustion. Children too young to carry bundles play at the edge, splashing in water that will one day swallow them too. The overseer patrols the bank. His boots sink into the mud, his stick taps against his palm. Faster, he barks. The day is long, as if you did not already know. By midday, your body is screaming. Your back bends like a bowstring pulled too far. Your fingers raw and red, barely grip the cloth. Your stomach growls, but there is nothing left to eat. You sneak a sip from the river, though you know it will make you ill. The water tastes of mud and ash, but thirst is louder than fear. Beside you, a woman slips. Her head cracks against stone. Blood spreads in the water. She tries to rise, but the overseer shouts at her to work. When she cannot, the others drag her aside. Her place is filled within the hour. The river does not stop. Neither do you. The afternoon drags. Bundles arrive from the town, each heavier than the last. Fine silks embroidered with gold, gowns perfumed but stained with wine. Robes of priests, spotted with wax and sweat. You scrub them all. The nobles will wear them at weddings and feasts. The priests at holy rites. They will shine in clean cloth, and no one will think of the hands that made it so. Evening creeps across. The sky, your arms hang like weights. Your fingers barely close. You wring the last linen dry, your breath ragged, your vision blurred. You pile the finished cloth onto the cart, each bundle heavier than your own body. The overseer counts them, his lips tight. He tosses you a coin dole, small. It's barely enough for bread. You close your fingers around it anyway, because tomorrow you will need it. At home, you sit in the dark. Your family gathers around a thin broth, a crust of bread divided into two. Many hands. You smile faintly for the children, though your own stomach gnaws at itself. When they sleep, you sit awake, staring at your hands. The skin is cracked, the nails broken. The veins stand out blue against raw flesh. They do not look like a girl's hands. They look like the river's hands. At night you dream of drowning. The water pulls you down. down your lungs burning, your arms too heavy to fight. You see bundles of cloth floating above you, drifting to the surface. You see noble women twirling in gowns that you scrubbed clean. You see priests in spotless robes, and you sink below them all. You wake in the dark, your body stiff, your chest aching. So the river's voice is already in your ears, and you know what tomorrow will bring? The bundles, the stones, the cold. Pounding of cloth against rock, because you are the washerwoman of the river, and your hands will never rest. The days pass like the river, endless, heavy, dragging everything with them. Morning after morning, you rise before light. Your bundle weights heavier with each season. Your children sleep curled together, their ribs showing beneath thin blankets. You kiss their hair and whisper, "You will bring bread." You hope it is true. But the river does not give icily. At the bank, women gather again, faces pale in the gray dawn. You know them all, though few of you speak. Words are wasted on lives already. Drowned, there is Marta, older than the rest, her hands bent like claws from years of scrubbing. She hums to herself as she beats the cloth, an old lullaby long forgotten by anyone else. There is Rosa, younger than you, her belly swelling with another child. She coughs constantly, her breath shallow, yet she kneels in the cold, sleeves rolled, arms trembling. All of you kneel. All of you beat the cloth. Because none of you can stop by midday. The sun is cruel, glaring off the water. Your skin burns while your blood freezes. Your arms move on their own now. Strike, rinse, wring, pile. Your mind drifts elsewhere. You think of your daughters. Smile when she held bread last night. You think of your son's cough, the way it rattled through his chest. You wonder if your coin will stretch far enough for medicine. You know the answer before you ask it. Then the scream shatters the day. You look up. Rosa has collapsed. She lies half in the river, her face pale, her lips blue. The current tugs at her dress, pulling her down. Women rush forward, dragging her. Back to the bank. Her head lolls. Her eyes flutter once, then close. The overseer storms toward you. His voice cuts through the sobbing. Back to work. But someone begins. Back to work, he roars, raising his stick. The women obey. Their arms tremble as they lift the cloth again. Their tears fall into the water, mixing. With the suds, you do too, because if you do not, the stick will find you. That night, you carry the coin home. Your children are waiting, eyes wide with hunger. You give them bread. They ate quickly, crumbs spilling down their shirts. You smile. Though your throat is tight, you do not tell them about Rosa. You do not tell them how easily the river took her. But when you lie on the straw, you see her face, pale, cold, lost. The river does not just take your strength. It takes your sisters, one by one. Winter arrives with knives of ice. The river freezes at the edges, forcing you to break the surface with stones before you can wash. The water is black, colder than death. Each plunge steals your breath, numbs your arms. Your fingers crack open, bleeding freely. The blood dyes, the water red, disappearing into the current. Still you kneel. Still you beat the cloth. Still you ring and pile, because your children wait at home. Your daughter asks if you were always a washerwoman. You almost laugh. You want to tell her about the days before, about running barefoot in fields, about braiding flowers into your hair. But memory feels like someone else's dream. You only say yes. Because for as long as she has known you, you have belonged to the river. The years grind on. Your children grow, though thin and weary. Marta dies one spring, her body too frail to kneel any longer. The overseer does not pause. Younger girl takes her place. The river keeps flowing. One night, you sit by the fire, hands bandaged, arms trembling. Your son tells you he will take your bundle tomorrow. He says you are too tired now, too broken. You look at his thin arms, his narrow shoulders. You see yourself in him, and you feel your heart break, because you know he is right, because you know. The river will have him next. The last morning comes quietly. You carry your bundle to the bank. Though your body screams with every step, you kneel on the stones. The water bites at your skin, climbing higher. Hungrier, you beat the cloth once, twice, your arms give out. You lean forward, your face close to the current. It smells of mud, of sweat, of every life it has taken. You whisper, "Take me too." Water answers with silence. They will find your body later, slumped against the stones, fingers still tangled in linen. The overseer will curse the lost work. Another girl will take your place before the week ends. The city will wear clean gowns. Priests will bless in spotless robes. Merchants will dine in fine linen, and no one will speak your name. But in the river, your hands remain. Every wave carries the echo of your labor. Every stone remembers the weight of your arms. Every thread washed clean bears the mark of your skin. Hands that never rested. Hands that the world forgot. Imagine working until the river itself becomes your grave. Each breath spent on the dirt of others until nothing remains of you but the memory of labor. Would you have kept kneeling or let the water close over you sooner? For more hidden lives and untold histories, subscribe to Refound Legacy.